Welcome students in the civics class. In previous videos, we have learned about the parliamentary system of government, characteristics of parliamentary system, executive, responsible system, collective responsibility of this executive. The legislature is a supreme institution. And why did India adopt a parliamentary system of government? And in this parliamentary system, discussion and deliberations are an integral part of the parliamentary form of government. So these all details we have learned in previous videos. Today we are going to learn new system, that is presidential system of government. So, presidential system of government can be said to be another important system of government. This type of system exists in the countries such as United States of America. This system is different from the parliamentary form. In this system, the president is the executive and is independent of the legislature. So, this president is the executive and independent and as the head of the state. The president is directly elected by people. Such a system is known as the presidential system of government. So, this is the new system accepted by United States of America. So, what are the basic changes in parliamentary system and presidential system? So, in this presidential system, the president is the executive head and independent of the legislature. As the head of the state, the president is directly elected by the people. Such type of changes we can say in this presidential system. And what is about parliamentary system? In the parliamentary system, Prime Minister is the executive head. So these changes, and Prime Minister is directly elected by the people. But in this presidential system, President is directly elected by the common people. So such type of basic change we can see in this system. Though the three organs are independent from each other. So these all three organs, that is president, executive and legislature, these all three organs are independent from each other. There are enough connections between them to work in harmony and coordination. It means these all three organs, they are living together peacefully. And these all three organs, they are ready to coordinate each other. The United States of America has adopted the presidential system of government. Now we can see what are the special features of this presidential system of government. So these are some features of this system of government. 1. In a presidential form of government, the legislature and the executive are not directly depend on each other. These both organs, legislature and executive, these both organs are not directly depend on each other. It means they are independent. They have freedom. So independently they are working. The house of the legislature and the president are directly elected by the people. So member of this legislature and president are directly elected by the people. The houses of the legislature and the president are directly elected by the people. So this is the difference we can say. The president is the executive head and has lot of powers, including powers to implement laws. It means he can make laws also and implement laws also. And because of that we can say that the president is the executive head. So as the executive head, he can do the implementation of the law and he is the member of the parliament And because of that, in this presidential system, he have the powers to make the laws also. So these changes we can see in this presidential system. In spite of such a structure, the legislature and the executive keep a check on each other. They can keep a check, they can keep a control on each other. How they are ready to coordinate, they are ready to maintain the harmony, they are living together peacefully. In the same way, they are trying to check each other. It means they are trying to keep a control on each other. So this mutual control over each other can lead to a responsible government. So because of that, it becomes a responsible government. So these are the special features of the parliamentary system, presidential system. And in some other countries, now we can take some example of some other countries. That is, apart from this, some other countries are there in the world, and these countries, apart from these two systems we have learned, that is parliamentary system and presidential system of government, there are other form of government system that are followed in other countries. We can take an example of these three countries, that is France, Switzerland and Germany. So in the France has a semi-presidential system. In Switzerland is a semi-direct democratic federal republic, and in Germany is a democratic federal parliamentary republic. So we can see different types of governing system accepted by these various countries. So several countries, owing to their unique circumstances, have evolved different system of government. So according to their circumstances, according to their convenience, these all countries, they are trying to accept different types of government or different types of governing system. So in this way, we have learned in this chapter about the parliamentary system of government and second, presidential system of government. In the next chapter, we will study the structure, working and the role of the Indian Parliament. These all details we are going to learn it in the next chapter. Okay students, we are going to stop here only. Remaining part or more information, detailed information about this structure, we will learn it in the next chapter. Goodbye students. Have a good day.